Hey everybody, welcome back. It has been a couple of days since I talked to y'all last. We are back up on the mountain. I found another really beautiful spot, and the road that I'm on, it's got a gate, but the gate was open, so I called uh, I guess the forestry department, talked to one of them fellows up there, and he assured me that if the gate was open, that it was fair game. I could come on back here. The winds they are blowing like nobody's business, so I ain't quite sure. He told me that they were gonna have a controlled burn tomorrow. So, well, we've really already had our experience with that, but there's a ton of wood around here. It'd be just a shame if I can't have a fire. But let me spin y'all around, and I kind of show you where we're at. We'll have to double check some of these widowmakers around here, and probably level the truck up some. It's sitting kind of cattywampus and cockeyed. But this is another one of those spots that would be super cool during the eclipse, because you can get you got a 360-degree view of the sky. So let me turn y'all around, and I'll kind of give you a walkthrough of the joint. All right, everybody, welcome back. Hopefully that wind isn't going to make a big, huge mess of this video, but I wanted to kind of show y'all the sky. We should be able to see all sunrise and sunsets from this area if we can. Well, number one, old ranger dude said if I happen to be anywhere close to where they're going to do their controlled burn, that they would send somebody out here tomorrow to kick me out, or warn me out of here, which I have no problem with that. I don't want to be somewhere where I get burned up. That's a no-brainer for me. But this is the area. Like I said, we have a good 360-degree view of about everything. But all these old growth trees, they kind of rotten. So I may move my truck down some, just so that I don't end up with a visitor on top of my tent in the morning. But, well, that wind is really gonna have to calm down some if it wants me to stay up here, or build a fire rather. I'm gonna stay up here, but I want to have a fire. Let me kind of creep over to this side a little bit and see if I can't find maybe a little flatter spot with less chance of getting my brains knocked out by one of these tree limbs. All right, everybody, I think we got the setup going pretty good here. There's the rooftop tent all deployed, and right over there I put the tarp up in hopes to combat some of this wind. That wind is extremely strong. Hopefully it's not bleeding into the microphone, but anyway, over there's Mr. Peabody, the outhouse. I'll walk down here and I'll kind of give you an idea. I set the tarp up slightly lower to the ground than normal to ease up on some of the tension on it from that wind. Now, if that wind ever calms down, we're going to build a fire right there. But if it doesn't, we're going to have to come up with something different. And I got the kitchen set up here. And then I got my lazy man chair right there. And we can just sit here and stare out into the woods and hope we see a deer or something. But we should, I hope, if those clouds over there go away, we should have a pretty nice sunset right through there. And I don't think y'all can see, but let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Right through there, we got a really nice view of the next mountains over. But anyway, that's about it for now. I am not sure what we're going to have for supper. I know tomorrow night I'm going to bust out the old Coleman oven and make us some meatloaf, but I don't really, I got time to do it tonight, but I really just don't feel like fooling with it. But we got some other things in the old refrigerator that we can have for supper tonight. So I think I am going to put a pot of coffee on to brew. And whoa, I think I just lost a tent stake over there. Well, I better get on that before the whole big top comes down and smashes some of the circus creatures. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here and I will see y'all in a little bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. Hope y'all can see me just fine. Due to the high winds, this is our fire for the night. Because I don't want to set this joint on fire, but we are going to get these smoked sausages rolling. And then I have a, whoa, good Lord. Well, I'm going to rinse that one off, I think, because I don't think it's hurt none too bad. Y'all hang with me just for a second here. All right, y'all, I did not set up on the levelest of ground, so we're going to turn these weenies just a little bit like that. Now these have jalapenos and cheese in them. And then I have, over in the kitchen, I have a can of chili. So once these get cooked, I'm gonna cook that chili. And I got a few corn chips to throw in there. It's just a real easy meal, just because it was late when I got here and then I had to set all this stuff up. So tomorrow night we'll do better, but this night, this is as good as we're gonna do. And it's not really cold out. I don't even have any idea what temperature it is, but it's just cool with the wind. So this little fire is putting out a ton of heat. So anyway, this is what we did to keep from burning the woods down. The wind should calm down pretty soon, but I'm just not going to build a fire. It's already late enough, about too late to be eating, but we're going to do it anyway. But like I said, we'll get these cooked. I'll get that chili going. I got some corn chips to put in there. I got some crackers. I got more stuff to eat than I deserve, I would imagine. But anyway, I'm going to do this. Y'all hang in there, and I'll get back with you pretty soon. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm going to grab those sausages off the fire right quick. All right, they grilled up nicely. I'm just going to leave them bad boys right on this plate. Stay. All right. Well, that looks good, ladies and gentlemen. We just need a little smell-o-vision so y'all can be where you're at, wishing you were here. I'm going to pour me a little more of this coffee. I took a picture of my fire earlier before it burnt down and put it on Facebook. And my father-in-law, who has been a fireman since the womb, he's been a fireman for many, many years. He voiced some concern about all the dry material that was around where I was building my fire. But what he can't see in the background is I had plenty of water nearby. I had a fire blanket nearby. That stuff makes me just as nervous as it does him, for sure. I've seen what it can do, and I'm very aware of the situation for sure. And I'm sure it probably causes other people some concern too, but that's why I didn't build an actual fire. That's why I built it contained in that fire maple cooking system thing, and then it burned down right away. Excuse me. And it will be thoroughly put out before I lay down tonight, for sure. But yeah, I think a lot about that kind of stuff because a lot of people, you know, they don't. A lot of people don't think about, you know, causing fires and that kind of stuff. But I worry about it a lot. As a matter of fact, in the summertime when everything is so dry, I go, you know, weeks at a time without even having a fire just because of that. Even when there's not a fire ban, you know, sometimes common sense plays a role in what you got going on. But I do appreciate him worrying about me for sure. And it was it was his fire conscious daughter that made sure I have that fire blanket in my truck. She looks after me for sure. Somebody needs to. Who knows what I might do left to my own devices. You know, I think everybody in my wife's family either was or still is a fireman. And my oldest son is a fireman. So I'm surrounded by fire people for sure. But yeah, I think about that stuff a lot. You know, in my last video where I was camped right near where they were doing a controlled burn, you know, if I would have really felt like there was some serious concern, I'd have got out of there. You know, it doesn't pay to take chances for sure. And I think I said earlier in the video when I had called the forestry department, that guy had mentioned there's going to be another controlled burn in this area somewhere, but he didn't know exactly where it was going to be. But they will let me know tomorrow if I need to leave before they start. And I appreciate that. All right, kids, the chili is coming along nicely. When that gets good and hot, I'm going to just pour a little over those jalapeno sausages. And that's going to be my supper for tonight. Like I said, I got a few corn chips to put on there, and I might even have some cheese in there. I'm not sure. I think I do. I think I brought some cheese. I might add a little cheese to it also. Anyway, I am going to finish letting this cook, and I'll get back with y'all in a little while. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Supper was good. I'd never done that before, chili over those sausages like that, but it turned out really good. But I had plenty of leftovers, so I bagged them up and put them in the refrigerator. It's getting kind of late, and I'm getting kind of tired, ladies and gentlemen. So I think I will probably see y'all right here in the kitchen for breakfast in the morning. Hopefully hopefully the wind won't be near as strong tomorrow, and we can get a little fire going. But we'll see how that goes. Anyway, I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It is roughly, I don't know, 6:45, maybe even 7. I don't know. It's very windy still, kind of chilly. It's 40 degrees. But there's the sun trying to creep up over the trees over there. It's a nice night, but the wind never calmed down. I've been up quite some time. I just didn't want to get out and try to film in this wind. But I got the coffee on and thinking about cooking some sausage and eggs this morning. So quick as we still can't have a fire, obviously, because of that crazy wind. I actually looked at the Weather Channel and they said the wind was only supposed to be 4 miles an hour. Well, it's got a lot of slowing down to do before it gets to 4 miles an hour. But as quick as we can, we will have a fire. And right now, I would really enjoy one because it's kind of chilly. Made me put my heavier jacket back on. But it was a nice night. I didn't hear any critters creeping around or nothing. And so far, nobody has come to kick me out of my camping spot. So it's been pretty good. But anyway, I got me some coffee rolling over there. I'm going to drink a cup or two and then get started on breakfast. And I'll get back with y'all then. All right, everybody, it is time to get breakfast started. We should have a pretty good spread this morning. We got sausage, we got eggs, we have some pancakes my wife had made for me earlier and froze. So I got some of them thawing out in the truck. So we should have plenty to eat and then some. Now I'm gonna cook all this sausage, but no way I can eat it all. But I do know I'm gonna be out here for another day or so. So I might as well just go ahead and cook it all now, and then it won't take so long to reheat. Hey everybody, welcome back. The breakfast was outstanding. The pancakes that my wife had cooked quite a while back and froze, they thawed out really nice, tasted almost as good as they did the day she cooked them. Excuse me. It is warming up a little bit, not near enough to suit me, but at least I don't have to have the big coat on. So far, I haven't smelled any smoke from any forest fire, but as high as the winds are, I can't believe they'd be silly enough to try to do a controlled burn out here as dry as everything is. It is about 11 o'clock, so I'm not really sure what we're going to do to take up our time today. We'll figure something out, find something to do. Usually I try to bring a little something to work on, like making extra guidelines, that kind of stuff. Uh, I don't really have any of that material with me. And plus I got, quite a few. I might do a little organizing in my cook boxes, that kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe scope out some wood locally. I mean, there's a lot of downed trees here. I'll try to scope some of that out and see if it'd be a good place to come back and get some wood at a later date. Can't really run my saw right now with my ailing shoulder, but at some point I'm going to get better. It can't last forever, I wouldn't think. But anyway, I always like to scope out a place to cut some good seasoned wood. That way I don't have to be trying to burn green stuff all the time or buy wood or any of that nature. But anyway, I'll get back with y'all when something super exciting happens. Hey everybody, welcome back. I'm just getting ready to put together a meatloaf, and I'm going to show y'all the tricks I use to make it simpler while you're camping. So we got the Coleman oven up here. We got it heating up. It's going to be a minute heating up. But first, I got one small sweet onion cut up there. I'm going to put it inside this plastic bag. And you can put, a lot of people put different things in their meatloafs. But this just happens to be what I have. I didn't bring a pepper or anything. I like to have different things in my meatloaf. I like to have jalapenos in there, just whatever. But the trick to the meatloaf is whatever vegetables or peppers or whatever you're putting in there, cut them up real small, and that way it won't cause your meatloaf to crack and break. Not that changes the flavor at all, it just makes it look a little better. Then I have 1 pound of lean ground beef. And the reason why I got the lean is because I'm going to be cooking this in some little pans. Excuse me. These little disposable pans. I've got, I think, 4 of them here. I don't know how many I'll need to cook this much stuff. But anyway, we got plenty. And that just makes cleanup a lot easier. But anyway, we're going to put this ground beef in there. So we got that. And while I'm thinking about it, we're going to crack a little salt and pepper in there before we get too far gone here. Salt. Pepper. I don't think you can go wrong with pepper, can you? Probably ain't any way to put too much pepper in there. Y'all missed it this morning when I was eating. I bumped the table with my leg and that pepper shaker fell down into the syrup I had on my pancakes. It was a disaster. But anyway, then I have 1 small bottle of Blues Hog original barbecue sauce. You can get by without using any at all, or you can use your favorite sauce. Doesn't really matter. But I like this Blues Hog, and it's all the local Walmarts. It's $1 a bottle. Perfect size for bringing camping. And then for the secret ingredient, some of y'all may have done this, some of you probably haven't. But anyway, this is stovetop stuffing, savory herb. It has everything inside it that a meatloaf needs. It's got seasoning, it's got breadcrumbs. You name it, it's in there. Works out really well. So we'll dump our seasoning and breadcrumbs in there. Let me dispose of this since I'm on a limited workspace here. All right, so now we have all of that going on. I'm gonna leave the air in the bag just so we got room to move that stuff around. And now we're gonna mix it thoroughly, and if we need, we will we'll add more barbecue sauce if it's not damp enough. We need a little more moisture in there, kids. So I'm gonna add the rest of this barbecue sauce. I'm gonna put some of this in. I don't know if y'all have seen this yet or not, but it's Louisiana hot sauce, but it's for garlic lovers. So it's basically hot sauce that's full of garlic. It's got great flavor. I had some on my eggs this morning. It's the first time I ate any. It was super good. That ought to kick it up a notch, hadn't it? Sure. All right, so we're gonna zip it and mix it a little more. All right, y'all, I'm gonna finish mixing that up and get it panned up and get it slid into the oven. We're just about the temperature, and I'll bring y'all back in a little bit. All right, y'all, we ended up with 3 mostly similar sized pans, and we're up to temperature. I'll open this bad boy up. Yeah. Put our little pans in there. And hope for the best. I don't really know what the cook time is going to be, but along with that, we are going to have some applewood smoked bacon mashed potatoes and some fire roasted corn. So that should make a pretty good supper for us. But anyway, I'll bring y'all back when it's time to get some other things rolling here. Until then, y'all hang on, stay tuned. All right, everybody, it's time to bring this whole thing together here. We've got the corn cooking on the Coleman Peak 1. We've got the meatloaf in the Coleman oven sitting on top of the Coleman stove, and the mashed potato water over here. So today is obviously the day of Coleman. So let's I believe that meatloaf is done, potato water's done. Y'all give me 2 shakes and I will whoo-hoo. That's hot, boys. I hope I did that right. Right amount of water anyway. I did not read the instructions or the directions, either one. Get over here so I don't make a mess on my table. Whoa, see? That's exactly why I didn't do it up there. I can't be trusted. I bet them taters need a little salt and pepper. What do y'all think? All right, a little cracked black pepper. A little salt. Now let's whoop them around a little more. All right, kids, I believe we can call that potatoes. We'll turn this corn off. It's just over there cooking away. Nobody paying any attention to it. Whew. Yeah, here we want to put a little barbecue sauce. Ah, good gravy, that's hot. I'll put a little barbecue sauce on this one. Hot, hot, hot. Hey, man, that made a nice looking meatloaf right there, boys and girls. That's something your grandma will be proud about. Now we need some mashed potatoes on there. Yeah, some mashed potatoes. Put the lid back on them bad boys. All right, well, the handles didn't get too hot, so I think we're in pretty good shape. Stay right there. Let's get us some of this fire roasted corn up here. Not only fire roasted, it was cooked on the fire too. This stuff been surrounded by fire all its life, apparently. Hey, that's looking fit to eat, boys and girls. Sure is. Here, make some room over there. Hey. Let me dispose of this. Let me bring y'all over here and take a little look-see at the groceries we got today. All right. Look at this, boys and girls. Meal fit for a king. Took all of about maybe 45 minutes to put that together, and it should be outstanding. All right, I'll bring y'all back after a while. Hey, y'all, welcome back. That meatloaf and the corn, the potatoes, that was all really, really good. And I just looked over and noticed this sunset. It's really pretty cool. And what you see, the darkness you see within it, is the smoke from that controlled burn over there. You can see it, and the low-hanging gray color, like right there, that's all smoke from that burn. I've been pretty lucky the wind isn't coming this way. It's all just, kind of going straight up, really. It's not coming out across the valleys and stuff like it did to us on the last trip. But that is a beautiful sunset, minus all that smoke. But anyway, thanks for watching. I try to capture the sunsets as much as I can, because that's just something I really like, and my wife really likes the sunset. So even though she doesn't come camping with me, at least she can enjoy the sunsets. So anyway, I'll get back with y'all later. Hey y'all, welcome back. I tell you, it's been a good evening. The food was good. We had a beautiful sunset, but without having a fire, it's really kind of boring. I'll probably call it quits early and probably go watch a movie or something. I don't want to sit up here bored. I mean, I've cleaned all the dishes and cleaned up everything, ready for the morning. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call it quits early and go watch a movie. So I'll get with y'all for breakfast in the morning. Good morning, everybody. It's about 4:30 in the morning, and we have slept all we can sleep. So I got some coffee going right here, and once that gets done and daylight sets in a little better, and we have time to brush our teeth and all of the proper hygiene things this morning, we'll think about what we're gonna have for breakfast. I just want to tell everybody good morning. Ooh, yeah, hold on just a second. Don't move. Let me see if I can get y'all a shot of that moon. That moon is just up there all bright and crazy this morning. Hang on, let's see. I don't know if that camera is focusing good on that moon or not, but it is so bright this morning. Anyway, I'll get back with y'all in a little while. Hey everybody, welcome back. Daylight has finally come upon us, enough to see anyway. So for breakfast, we are going to reheat some meatloaf, put cheese on it, and put it in a tortilla. That is what we're having for breakfast. We have a lot of other things we could have for breakfast, but I got a lot of this meatloaf I got to deal with. So I think this one is going to try to fall apart on me. That's fine. I don't know if y'all have ever had a fried meatloaf tortilla for breakfast, but they're not bad. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. The wind has not given us a break. I mean, in 3 days. Last night, just for maybe about, I don't know, half hour, it slowed down quite a bit. And I thought, man, maybe I could go ahead and build a fire. And just as I had that thought, the wind picked up, and I was very glad I did not do that. Excuse me. But anyway, I have the coffee I'm having this morning. Some I made yesterday afternoon, and I just reheated it. It's a little rough around the edges, but I don't mind. I'm not going to waste it. And I don't remember if I told y'all in the last video. My wife and I were shopping, and on a lot of the bushcrafty type videos I watch, and some of the just regular camping videos, I see all these people drinking instant coffee. And I've had some instant coffee many years ago. They used to put it in the MREs when I was in the Army, and we'd try to brave it every now and then, and it was disgusting, but it was good enough for the situation we were in. So I haven't had any in many, many years. So they had a little box of Folgers instant coffee packets for I think it was $1 for 6 of them. So after breakfast, and I finished this little bit of coffee I got left, I'm gonna try one and see if they've gotten any better over the years. I don't remember. It seems like the ones they had in those MREs, for whatever reason, I seem to think it was Sanka or Taster's Choice. I can't remember, but either way, it was absolutely disgusting. But everything else in that MRE was pretty disgusting too. So kind of went with the territory. But anyhow, I'm gonna finish this coffee and finish getting this breakfast together, and I'll get back with y'all in a few minutes. All right, y'all, we're gonna give this instant coffee a go, just so I can either put in concrete what I already thought, or maybe I could be wrong. Maybe it's gotten better. But we got the water on boil there. We got the instant coffee here, and this is a Folgers instant coffee. So get off me. So in goes the instant coffee. It's looking all shiny, like it's got crystals in it and stuff. All right, let me turn this coffee water off. Probably gonna burn myself here, imagine. My dad's dad, all he drank was instant coffee. He said he couldn't stand percolated coffee. I knew something wasn't quite right. Anybody that would choose instant over percolated needs their head examined. But we'll try. It looks nice and dark. I don't really know how long you gotta stir that stuff up to make it go away, but I think it's all right. Ooh, it's good and hot, I'll tell you that. Fogging my glasses up. Smells like coffee. Let me tell you, I am still not a fan of instant coffee. I'm not going to waste it, but I'm probably not going to have any more of it either, unless it's an absolute necessity and there ain't an ounce of regular coffee anywhere to be found. Yeah, that's not the flavor I'm looking for when I'm looking for coffee. And I don't know, maybe one thing ain't strong enough, so I'm going to dip another one in there because maybe it takes two. I make my coffee kind of strong anyway. Whoa. But one of them little packets definitely ain't cutting the mustard for me. So we're going to put another one in there. See if that does any good. Stir that up a touch. You know, it might make all the difference in the world. I doubt it, but we'll give it a shot. You know, I see the benefit of the convenience of it, but you know, part of fun of camping, no matter if you're bushcrafting or glamping or whatever kind of camping you're doing, part of the fun of it is, you know, making coffee. It's just something you do, like old cowboys. Sit around a fire and sip on your coffee. That did kick it up a notch. Made it taste a little better, but it ain't the best for sure. I don't want to make it a regular part of my camping adventure. But you know, if I was stuck somewhere, you know, on the road or what, you know, well, you know, if I got somewhere to heat up some water, I got somewhere to heat some regular coffee. I got no use for instant coffee. So my mind is set in stone. No more instant coffee. But anyway, I got everything kind of cleaned up. I'm slowly going to start packing up, getting ready to go home. 3 days is plenty long at one shot to be away from my wife. So I'm going to get everything packed up and I'll get with y'all right before it's time to go. Hey, everybody. It has been a fun trip. It's been very windy. We weren't able to have a fire, but we made the best of everything. Cooked some really good food. And you know, anytime you get a chance to get out in nature like this, it's a good thing. So if you're still watching at this point, I'm glad you're watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It helps my channel gain some traction. And you know, I believe we got this one all wrapped up. We got everything cleaned up. Didn't have a fire to put out, unfortunately, but everything went good, and probably won't be just a couple of days, and we'll be back at it again. So I sure appreciate everybody watching, and we'll see you next time in the woods.